and welcome back to Mr. Story Channel. I'm so happy you're here today, ready for another beautiful story told in English. A story that not only helps you learn new words, but also warms your heart. Today's story is called The Kind Shepherd. It's a peaceful, gentle tale about love, care, and never giving up, told through the life of Jesus, who is known as the Good Shepherd. As you listen, you'll hear how Jesus takes care of his flock, how he searches for one little lost lamb, and how his kindness teaches everyone what true love means. So, sit back, take a deep breath, and let your heart be calm. Let's enjoy this story together, learning English through emotions, imagination, and faith. Are you ready? Let's begin. The Kind Shepherd. Once upon a quiet morning, when the sky was still blushing with pink and gold, a gentle shepherd walked along the green hills. His name was Jesus. He carried a long wooden staff, smooth from years of helping him walk, and on his shoulders rested the softest lamb, tiny, sleepy, and safe. The sun stretched its arms across the grass, and the wind whispered through the olive trees. Birds chirped overhead, almost like they were singing, "Good morning, teacher." Everywhere Jesus went, people smiled. They said, "There goes the kind shepherd. He helps everyone." And it was true. He didn't just care for his sheep. Oh no, he cared for people too. He fed the hungry, healed the sick, and spoke words that made hearts feel light. One little boy once said, "When Jesus smiles, it feels like the sun came out after the rain." And indeed, that's what he was, a shepherd for hearts, guiding people to peace. One afternoon, the flock was resting on a cool hillside. Jesus counted his sheep. 97, 98, 99. He paused. "Oh," he whispered, "where is little Snowdrop?" Snowdrop was the youngest lamb, curious and playful, always wandering off to chase butterflies. The others munched happily, but Jesus' heart grew heavy. He set down his staff, took a deep breath, and said softly, "I must go find her." The shepherd never leaves even one behind. So he began walking, down rocky paths, through thorny bushes, past sleeping fields. The sun began to sink, but Jesus did not stop. The stars peeked out one by one, but still he searched. "Snowdrop," he called, his voice echoing gently across the valley. Then, "Bah!" a faint sound. He followed it until he saw her, caught in a thorn bush, trembling. "Oh, Snowdrop," he said kindly, "you must have been so scared." He freed her carefully, lifted her into his arms, and whispered, "I've got you now." He walked back home, singing softly, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." When morning came, the villagers saw Jesus returning. There he was, tired but smiling, with Snowdrop safe on his shoulders. Everyone cheered. The shepherd found his lamb. Children ran up to pet her fluffy head. Jesus laughed. "She wandered far, but I never stopped looking." Then he told them a story. If one sheep is lost, the shepherd leaves the 99 to find it. And when he finds it, he rejoices, just like heaven rejoices when one heart comes home. The people nodded. Even the children understood. Love never gives up. That evening, everyone gathered under the olive trees. Jesus sat on a stone and began to teach. "Children," he said gently, "a shepherd doesn't love the sheep because they are perfect. He loves them because they are his." A little girl raised her hand shyly. "Even if they run away?" Jesus smiled. Even then. He told them, Sometimes we make mistakes. We wander off from kindness or forget to listen. But I will always come to find you, just like I found Snowdrop. The children leaned closer, their eyes wide. They felt safe, truly safe, because they knew they were loved. Days passed, and one afternoon, a soft rain began to fall. The sheep huddled close together, and Jesus led them to a cave for shelter. He lit a small fire, and the warm glow danced on the cave walls. The children from the village came too, laughing, shaking off the rain. Inside, Jesus told stories about kindness, forgiveness, and hope. He said, "Do you see how the rain makes everything grow again? That's what love does to hearts. When you love, you help others grow." The children listened to the rhythm of rain and his gentle voice, and some even fell asleep, peaceful and happy. One morning, Jesus saw an old man by the road, tired and hungry. He knelt beside him, offered him bread and water, and smiled. The old man's eyes filled with tears. "Why are you so kind?" he asked. Jesus said softly, "Because kindness is a gift that grows when you give it." He then turned to the children who followed him and said, "Go and be shepherds of kindness. If you see someone lonely, talk to them. If you see someone sad, share your smile. That's how you take care of my flock." As time went on, the village decided to celebrate, not just for the lost lamb, but for the love they'd found in their hearts. They called it the Festival of Light. They hung little lamps in every tree and sang songs of joy. Jesus joined them, laughing with the children, breaking bread, and blessing everyone. When the sky turned dark, the lights glowed like stars. And Jesus said, "Let your light shine too, not just tonight, but every day. When you share love, you light up the world." That night, when everyone went home, Jesus sat quietly on the hillside, looking at his flock. The moon bathed the land in silver. He whispered a promise to the stars. "I will always guide them. When they are lost, I will find them. When they are scared, I will comfort them. And when they love one another, I will smile." And from that night on, every child in that village, and every heart that heard his story, remembered the words of the kind shepherd. So, my friends, the next time you feel lost or lonely, remember, there is a shepherd who knows your name, who listens when you whisper, and who loves you just as you are. Because the kind shepherd never forgets even one little lamb.